Aston Villa confirms the Champions League spot. We'll talk about Guardiola's future and we talk about upcoming fixtures. So let's get started. Aston Villa enjoyed a really comfortable win against Liverpool yesterday. This means they have qualified for next season's Champions League and Liverpool not yet. Bournemouth and Brighton can still go ahead of Liverpool. So Liverpool just need 1 point to qualify for the Champions League. It felt like the perfect game for Aston Villa ahead of the Europa League final against Freiburg in Istanbul, a great place for Liverpool fans. So now there's less pressure on Aston Villa to try and get Champions League qualification through the Europa League. They've already got it. When it comes to the score, it was perfect for Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins with 2 goals and goals from Morgan Rogers and John McGinn. For Liverpool, Van Dijk scored twice. It felt like Liverpool could barely do anything, and now they are really struggling to create chances and score goals from the attack. This is Liverpool's 12th loss this season in the Premier League. They have not won in May, and they've not won away against any team in the top 9. Surely Arne Slot gets sacked for this result because he's got 20 losses now in all competitions. That's the highest by any Liverpool manager in one season. It's been a bad season defending the Premier League title. There are reports that he's going to stay at the club. I don't see how it can be the case because after this game it was a horrible showing for Liverpool. And there's Alonso Free. He is heavily linked to Chelsea, but also seems that he is waiting for the Liverpool job according to reports. So you have such a good manager waiting and you're going to stick to Arne Slot. I'm not sure about these reports because how can you keep him right now? Because Alonso's already worked with one of your most expensive signing in Florian Wirtz. He's a former Liverpool player. So it all seems perfect. I don't understand why they would want to keep Arne Slot. Maybe it's a more American style of having a coach instead of a manager, where a coach is supposed to listen and take whatever he's given in terms of player signings and everything else, where Alonso would surely have more influence and he would expect to have a lot more influence when it comes to signings and stuff. Now I think that even there's reports that Arabs feel that he can do better with fitter players because there's no number 9s at Liverpool. Isaac and Ekitike have both been injured and Ekitike was playing really well. They've been using Cody Gakpo, so that's not been perfect because now, as you can see, this game only Van Dijk scored 2 goals, and they believe with a good transfer window Arne Slot can get the team going. But if you look at the signings the past window, yeah, there were good signings, maybe except for Milos Kerkez, and I feel Arne Slot's not brought the best out of the team. Granted, there have been a lot of injuries, and as I bring it up again, I don't know how Liverpool could keep Arne Slot when they have Xabi Alonso waiting. It's not like there aren't any other managers, and Xabi Alonso seems like the perfect choice. It seems like the perfect story for him as well, because what will Liverpool do next season if they have a bad start to it? Are they going to sack their manager midway? And that's going to be even worse because starting all over again midway with no preseason. So Liverpool fans, what do you guys think? Because yeah, I find it really shocking that Arne Slot will be staying when there's Xabi Alonso available. If there wasn't, I'd understand a little bit, but now there's such a good manager there. So Liverpool fans, let me know and we'll move on to the next one. So we talk about Pep Guardiola's future at Man City. He keeps people guessing over his future. It's been 10 years since he's joined City with 19 trophies, so it's been really great for him. Now that he's achieved everything with City, I think he'll be looking to leave, maybe. He still has a year on his contract at City. There hasn't been any talks about him being at City next season. He keeps deflecting those questions in interviews because he was asked about leaving City and he said, no way, I'm still here. I still have a year left in my contract. So I don't know what he's trying to say. There have been rumors throughout the season, especially a few days ago, 2 backroom stuff. One was Lorenzo Bonaventura and the second was Xabi Mancido. I think that's how you say his name. Well, they were going to leave. So Pep declined to comment if those departures will have any implication on his future. I think Pep is more likely to leave, but he hasn't announced it because he doesn't want to bring unnecessary attention to the club. And I think there's the perfect board replacement waiting, and it's Enzo Maresca. I think he seems like the perfect fit for Man City because he's worked at the club before. He was the assistant manager in the treble winning season. He's worked in the academy, so he knows the hierarchy and how it works, how Man City works. So that would seem perfect for Man City. Even Enzo Maresca keeps hinting at the fact that he's ready for his next job. He keeps going out in interviews talking about his next move. He's even doing some brand deals as well. So that's what a manager does when he wants to show people that he's available. So let me know, City fans, do you all think Pep will stay for another season? And if he doesn't, is Enzo Maresca the perfect replacement for you guys? Let me know. Moving on to upcoming fixtures. When it comes to the Premier League, there are not a lot of clubs playing for something right now on Sunday. Maybe Newcastle and West Ham. Because West Ham needs points for their survival in the Premier League. So in the Serie A, this is crazy right now because the Rome derby between Roma and Lazio was supposed to take place 12:30 in the afternoon at Central European time. Because of the Italian Open, the tennis match, it was shifted to 8:45 p.m. Central European time, and then after an appeal, it was brought back to 12 p.m. 12 noon Central European time. Now the problem is that in Serie A, if teams are fighting for European spots in the last 2 match weeks, the matches in those match weeks will have to be played together. So because Roma and Lazio's games have been shifted, different Serie A matches have to be shifted as well. So that's really created a hectic schedule, and managers as well are getting really angry, especially Maurizio Sarri. He's criticized the Serie A for badly organizing this game, and he said that if the derby is going to be at midday on a Sunday, he's not coming, and that the Serie A can't pretend that this is normal, where 5 teams playing games that are worth 90 million for their futures. They play football at midday. So Roma actually pushed for a Sunday slot, while Lazio actually stayed silent over this saga. Whether Sarri follows through on his threat now remains unclear. So let me know, Serie A fans and Lazio and Roma fans, what do you guys think about the fixtures being shifted around like this way? So let me know. That's all for Untitled Football News. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.